good morning there, and welcome to It's All Black and White TV. On this NUFC latest news, if you like what you see, please smash the like. It really does help the channel stay towards the top end of the search, so please do that. And means new viewers find the channel easily. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come and be part of this great community we have here. And also that bell notification lets you know when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. If you do want to become a member, it is 99p. Just click the join button to do that. And also, if you want to make a donation, you can do that in the super chat option by clicking on the $sign. Thank you. Okay, right. Now, last night wasn't great. Last night, was it? You know, what we saw on the pitch. I did a reaction show last night, and basically, I think a few fans misunderstood what I was actually saying last night. I seem to be getting a bit of stick off some people on the chat last night. Look, I want to put it out there now. I am not for 1 minute, and I am not saying this. I am not saying Eddie Howe out. So if anybody thinks last night that I was suggesting that Eddie Howe should be sacked, then they've got it totally and utterly wrong. Absolutely. This man is going nowhere as far as I'm concerned. This man has done a tremendous job at Newcastle United. Let's be honest. If people want to go out there on social media and say get rid of Eddie Howe, either they're plastic fans or they're just jumping on the bandwagon. Because at the end of the day, be realistic. Be realistic. What has this man achieved since he came into the football club? He came into this football club when we had a cabbage head in charge who couldn't win a game, who was absolutely useless as a manager, was a dinosaur. We had to get rid of him. And he got sacked after the Spurs game, and rightly so. I think just let him have his Southern's game, just so there was no criticism of the club. And I think that was right to do that and get rid of him. Eddie Howe come into a team that was devoid of confidence, couldn't win a game, very low indeed. It took till the 4th of December to get a win against Burnley. And then our second win came against Leeds in the January away from home when Shelby scored that free kick. The rest is history, as I say. We stayed up that season, but we didn't just stay up. We stayed up comfortably in mid-table at 11th place. Last season, we played really well. We got to Carabao Cup final. Yes, we were unlucky not to win it. We lost to Liverpool a week before that. Pope got sent off, which meant he missed the final. We lost the final. We lost to Man City. Things had to be put right because we were in a right rut. But, nobody was shouting Eddie Howe out there, were they? No. Eddie Howe got it right. Come back against Wolves, we beat Wolves. We went on a great run after that, where we beat Spurs. Well, we didn't just beat Spurs, we annihilated Spurs. We beat Man United as well. So, we've had a tough start to this season. Yes, the Villa game, great game. We won it 5-1. Fantastic start. Right, we go to Man City the week after. Again, you're playing against the best club in the world at the moment. So you have to say, to lose 1-0 to Man City isn't bad. You look at Fulham. They got hammered off City yesterday. That's what I'm saying. There ain't going to be many teams who go there and just lose 1-0. So, you've got to look at that and say, okay, Man City, we probably didn't expect to go there and win. We take it, we take that hit, and we move on. We've then got Liverpool. We play Liverpool. We go 1-0 up. They're down to 10 men. We should have got a second goal to kill that game off. We had ample chances to do that. Did we do it? No, we did not take them. We were not clinical in front of goal. 75 minutes, we take off Tonali and Gordon. You can see the delight in Jurgen Klopp's face when them two come off the pitch, because he knew straight away, wow, they've took two of their best players off this game. Right, okay, I'm going to throw my ace card on. And he threw Núñez on. And what happened? Darwin Núñez turned that game around, scored 2 goals, and Liverpool won it 2-1. They had no right to win that game. We should have won that game. They were down to 10 men. We should have won that game. If we'd got that second goal, that would have killed them off. But we didn't. And that is the problem. We didn't get that second goal. So yes, we look at Eddie Howe and say maybe he made the substitutions wrong. Maybe he did. And maybe that was his first ever mistake he's made since he's been at the club. So we can give him that. Last night against Brighton, we were taught a very harsh lesson. Brighton were better than us in every department on that pitch. They were much better than us. They wanted that more. You know, we just couldn't deal with them. The running of Brighton. I mean, look, the first goal came through a catalogue of errors. You had Nick Pope's punt clearance, which fell straight to Estepinian. His ball he pushed through to Gilmore. Tonali was too weak to get there and stop that. If he stops that, they don't score. Gilmore hits a shot, comes off Pope's body. Don't know what Pope was doing. Comes off his body. And then it falls out and it falls straight in the path of Evan Ferguson, who is never going to miss from that range. And he showed why he's clinical. And he put it away in the back of the net. Now, for me, Nick Pope, and I'm not singling Pope out for 1 minute, I thought against Liverpool, and I said this on the match review last week, I thought Nick Pope looked very shaky indeed. I thought he did. And I thought last night he just didn't look right. And is this the reason why Gareth Southgate has not picked him for England? Now, there's been a lot of fans out there shouting, no, Southgate, not a great manager, has not picked Pope, he's done Pope now. Now then, is he picked Pope because he's looked at, is he not picked Pope because he's looked and he's watched his performances? He was at the game last week when we played Liverpool. Has he thought, I'm not convinced by Nick Pope at the moment, so he can't be in the England team? If he has, then that's up to Gareth Southgate. Maybe Gareth Southgate was thinking he's far too nervous and I don't want him in the team. That's understandable. We can see that. We know Nick Pope's footwork's not the best. He does struggle with his footwork. We do know that. But he's still a terrific goalkeeper. Would I rest him for the Brentford game and put Dubravka in? I know a lot of people probably don't want Dubravka playing. Probably would rather have Karius. Well, yeah, Karius. But it doesn't look like Karius gets the nod anyway. But Dubravka, I would say yes, put him in. And give Nick Pope a stint on the bench. Maybe Nick Pope might sit on the bench and think, wow, I need to be playing. So it'll give him something to work on and think, right, I want to get back in that first team. I think we need to make a couple of changes maybe against Brentford. We missed Botman last night. He was a miss last night. Matt Targett, well, to be honest with you, he was absolutely useless last night. He was terrible last night, Matt Targett. You know, I didn't think he had the greatest game. I think the only thing that kept him in the team was the fact that Lewis Hall isn't fully match fit, and that is why Lewis Hall didn't play. You know, but we've got Livramento. Why didn't we push Trippier to left back and put Livramento on the right? We could have done that last night when we took Target off instead of moving Burn over. Burn looked off the pace last night. You know, Solly March, we know he's a terrific player. He was everywhere. Evan Ferguson took his goals very well. Nick Pope couldn't do anything about the second or the third goal. Second one was a sublime finish from 25 yards out. For an 18-year-old to have so much composure like that is just, you know, it's frightening. And then for the third goal, it was a deflection. Nothing Pope can do about that. That is just one of those things that happens. So, yeah. Look, as I say, I'm not here shouting for Eddie Howe to be sacked or anything. I don't want Eddie Howe sacked. I want to see Eddie Howe stay and succeed. You know? If it come to a point one day, Eddie Howe turns around and says, look, I've took the club as far as I can go. I'm leaving. Then we all hold our hands up and say, do you know what? Thank you very much for what you've done, Eddie. But I don't think he will do that. I think Eddie Howe will stay. And I think he will succeed. You know, remember, this is supposed to be a 5-year project. We're well ahead of that 5-year project because we're already in Champions League. We got Champions League. Now, the problem is when we play Brentford, is that game probably doesn't get moved because it's on a Sunday. We play Milan on a Tuesday. Obviously, that was never thought about by the Premier League or Sky. So, but it is what it is, and we've just got to cope with that. But as I say, Eddie Howe has done a terrific job at this for this team and this club, and he deserves to he deserves to stay. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out there. Yes, he deserves to stay and see this through. And Eddie Howe has had tough times before in his career, but he's come through them. And he may be having a tough time at the moment because we've lost 3 on the bounce, but he'll come through it. We might go unbeaten in the next 20, 25 games. Everybody will then be like, wow. We'll all forget about the 3 defeats in a row if we go and see a 20 or 25 game unbeaten run in the Premier League. That whatever happened in them first 4 games will be forgotten about. So the successive defeats to City, Liverpool and Brighton will all be like a distant memory. We've had a slow start, that's all it is. But now we've had the tough run. The next 3 games are crucial. Brentford, Sheffield United, Burnley, they are crucial games. We should be targeting 9 points out of those games, which will then put us on 12 points. I still believe we can finish at the top end of the Premier League. We can still finish in that top 4 again. The only thing I will say is, did we miss out getting a number 6 in? West Ham got Edson Alvarez, who I think is a terrific signing, by the way. As a number 6 is absolutely fantastic. But that is what it is at the end of the day. Do we go in January and revisit and get a number 6 in? A lot of people are saying, should Miggy Almiron have been replaced in the summer? Look, Miggy hasn't had the best start either, and he knows that as well. But again, things will be brighter. There will be brighter days ahead. Yes, it's not great at the moment because we've lost 3 in a row, and quite rightly so. We're not happy about it. But to be fair, things will get better. I'm sure they will. And as I say, brighter days are ahead. The only thing I think of going forward is, does Eddie Howe tweak the system a little bit? So does he look to changing maybe the formation? Change that midfield 3, maybe take somebody out of there. I mean, I thought J7 didn't look fit last night, in all honesty. Should he have played last night? I'm not so sure he should have. I'd like to see Sean Longstaff in there. At least he gives us that little bit of defensive midfield ability. So I'd like to see Longstaff in there doing that defensive side, which would help us out a little bit more. I mean, you've got to make a couple of changes. I would have left Almiron out last night and played Murphy from the start, but we didn't. Look, Almiron does well for us. He's up and down the pitch, but we need more than that. We need the goals. And because he has to go to his left foot every time, it's getting stopped because people know. I've always said Almiron's better on the left, and I would like to see him on the left, but again, we don't see him on the left because Eddie doesn't play him on the left. But I think the international breaks come at the right time, gives us a chance to just reset, have 2 weeks of training with the players that they've got there, get sorted out, ready for the game against Brentford, go into that game. Let's not just go and beat Brentford. Let's go out there and absolutely smash Brentford and come back with a vengeance and say, right, we're a wounded animal. We're angry. We want to get better. And we go out there and we give Brighton a run for their money and smash them. Even if we went out there and beat them 3 or 4-0, just do something to put a statement down to say, look, Them 3 games were a blip. We are back with a bang now. And then we go on and do it against Sheffield United and against Burnley. And I'm not suggesting we go out there and smash them 4 or 5 nils and all that. I'm just saying we go out there and get the job done and get the 3 points. But as I say, for last night, and I'm repeating it now, I do not want Eddie Howe sacked. All I'm saying is players and manager are open to fair criticism when criticism's due and criticism's given credit. And at the end of the day, I'll give credit where credit's due. And if we haven't played well, we are allowed to have criticism. Some people on social media think we shouldn't be allowed to criticise. Since this takeover's happened, we're not allowed to criticise anybody. Well, I'm sorry, but that doesn't happen. That's not living in the real world. Living in the real world is you are out there to be criticised as well. So if things don't go right, rightly so. And yes, rightly so, maybe things that have been said last night are rightly criticised towards the players and the manager. But at the end of the day, let's be honest. Eddie Howe has got enough credit in the bank to stick this job out after what he's done for us. And, so at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, Eddie Howe stays as manager. Nothing we fans can do if they did decide to change the manager over, say, the international break or whenever. Nothing you can do about that because we're not in charge of the club, the owners are. But at this moment in time, I'm still happy we've got Eddie Howe in charge. I think we've got the right man in charge. But I think he may just need to tweak a couple of things. That's all it is, just a couple of little tweaks. And just give the opposition something different to think about. Just tweak something and then they may think, oh, hang on, this is not how Newcastle play. They normally play like this. So, they've changed this. And they've got to adjust to us. But by then it could be too late. We could be 2 goals to the good. So that's what I'm saying. Just, keep the faith. The international break's here. Let's enjoy the international break. And let's hope that in 2 weeks today, come back, we beat Brentford. Put on a performance at home, beat Brentford, let's get back to winning ways. And then go to Milan and see what we can do over there. That's all we can do. So thank you for coming on and watching this morning. It's really been great. Thank you very much. And, it is down to a bad day at the office yesterday. And, we just have to work with that. On the other side of the coin, you could have a happy Sunday because no doubt a lot of people have seen the news going around that the Glazers are now taking Man United off the market. So that means the Glazers are staying with Man United, which are going to infuriate all the fans of Man United this morning. So while we're not happy about the results, there are worse things going on in football, like Man United fans having a meltdown because the Glazers are deciding to stay because they're taking the club off the market. So, there is little silver linings out there, and we're seeing it there. But anyway, as I say, come to the end of this. So if you have enjoyed this, please do smash a like. It really does help the channel. Also, please hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Come and join this great community, and the bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. Look, I don't mind if people want to aim criticism at me, but if it gets to the point that's personal, then I won't stand for that. And there's no need for it. We are here. We just give our opinions. I'm a passionate Newcastle fan, like everybody else is. All I do is give my opinions. Yes, some people might not like opinions, but there again, that's what football's all about. It's all about opinions. And, we all need to be united as one. So, but enjoy your Sunday, whatever you're doing. There is no shows planned today, so do keep them, so as I say, there's no show planned for today. But until then, remember the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And enjoy your day. How are the lads?